numbers were down, the W's were down, enthusiasm's down. I remember the first pep assembly I went to, I wasn't sure if I walked into a library or a gymnasium.
Back then, no one ever cared. No one ever cared. People always dissed on Madras and Madras football, that we weren't nothing, and all kinds of crazy stuff they were saying about us. But Coach Taylor was always told us not to care what other people think, to let us work and let our work ethic and our achievements talk for themselves.
Ran through the dust, dirt and the mud, could never be enough. Stop me from reaching the top.
Then Coach Taylor came in and he put his all into everything. He put his heart, he put his soul in the coaching staff. They put their heart and soul into us. Because everyone, we were like, the football team was the laughing stock of the school before we started winning. Like, people were like, oh, you guys gonna win? Oh, nope.
You guys gotta believe and start doing your jobs. I believe in you. Stay positive and do what we do.
No one thought that we were gonna do good things. So now we're finally doing better. So people are like, oh yeah, that's our football team. They're gonna win, they're gonna do good.
He's kind of like a father figure to a lot of us, or probably the whole team, because we're at football a lot. So he's kind of like our father of football.
He's a really good coach. He really likes to help with people, and like if you get stuck in town because there's a fire in Warm Springs or something like that, he'll let you stay the night if you really need to.
He's caring, he's very understanding. He knows that not all of us got a perfect homestay. He actually understands what other people won't understand.
I'm gonna be really honest with you guys, okay? I need our commitment level to be a little bit higher, gentlemen.
He's treated us like they're his sons. He's never treated us any differently. He's a cool dude.
He likes to get us fired up. He doesn't allow us to slack, which is really good because sometimes we kind of want to do that.
All you guys want to do is just sit here and sulk. Why not go out there and do something about it?
Other than that, he's a really good coach. And out of football, he's a really good guy.
We're here to help them become better men, and what better arena to do so than the sport of football. You know, in a game where at some point during the game, you're gonna get knocked down. And in that moment, you have to decide whether or not you're gonna get up and keep fighting, or you're gonna lay there, pretend that you're hurt, and call it a day.
We got our asses kicked, fair and square, both sides, okay? You can learn from it and grow and fail forward, or you can sulk in it and start pointing fingers, blame, complain, defend. You choose what you want. I know what I want.
He is so passionate about working with the kids, building them up.
He makes it more about the character of the boy and the character of the team versus about wins.
What an opportunity to grow.
We call it the 4 for 40. It's in 4 years that I have a player with me, freshman through senior in my football program. I'm gonna do everything in my willpower to give that young man everything he needs to be a positive member of society for the next 40 years of his life.
Desire. Listen, I need something from you guys. Give me your eyes.
Our core value is desire, discipline, effort, service, integrity, respect, and excellence.
You're hearing more about the heart behind the program versus just football. And I think that's what people are grasping, that's, hey, there's something different about this program that we're currently experiencing.
I've never experienced a coach like Coach Taylor, and I'm not kidding.
Treat their kids pretty much fairly. You know, everybody gets their chance.
Coach Taylor's brought on a lot of good things for these kids, and they're starting to pick the program back up.
We're pretty proud. We're pretty proud of our coaches and how far they've gotten in the last couple of years.
He has their respect, and I don't think a lot of coaches get that. Not just in this community, but anywhere. He's not just a coach.
That's gonna be the best steak dinner I've ever had, young man.
Why did kids want to be a part of this program? Well, because they knew they were cared for. And not just cared for, but they were also held accountable for. And they were invested in.
If you miss another practice, you miss a half. If you miss a third practice, you're gone. Do you understand me?
Yes, Coach. I've always believed this, that one of the best classrooms we have in education is on the court, is on the field, is on the mat, is on the track. And that's exactly what it was at Madras.
Go for it. You can do it. I believe in you. He believes in you. Shaw believes in you. You're there for a reason.
I always liked football because even though I was 5'6", if I outworked people, I could be successful. And I think that's true about life. You know, it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what hand you're dealt. If you're willing to outwork people, you're going to be successful.
I'm all in with you every second of every damn day, and you know that because of how hard we work as a staff.
I don't think we should ever underestimate the power of a coach. The coach can create relationships that few people can.
Don't walk, Mondo Bravo. I know you probably had 3 Sonic hot dogs before you came out here.
These kids won't remember the scoreboard. They're going to remember the locker room, the conversations. They're going to remember the work that they put in behind it, how hard it was, and yet how great satisfaction they had by getting through some tough things.
My faith really drives why we've continued to stay here. Other opportunities have been approached. Other people have called, especially once we started turning the program around.
Positive self-talk. I got this dude. I'm going after this dude.
But this is where I feel we're going to make the biggest difference. And I constantly have to remind myself of that when I have a tough day. And there are more tough days than easy days. But that's what makes it so rewarding.
Was wide open. We missed the block. Wide open.
The thing that I want to be remembered by, the thing that I want to see moving forward is when I meet a young man out of high school, 5, 10, 15, 20, 40 years down the road, I want them to be successful. I want them to be giving back to their community. I want them to be a good husband, a good father, a good man that made a difference in the world.
There's 2 scoreboards. There's one at the end of a football field, which indicates with some lights the winners and losers, and there's another scoreboard that's about life and about kids. Kurt Taylor cared about both.
Left it all out there to never get back. Let's go! My weary bones protect my fragile heart. My weary bones protect my fragile heart. My weary bones protect my fragile heart.
Stay positive and do your job. That's all you gotta do.
Let's go.